Can the fastest NHL team win a Stanley Cup? Let's find out. According to EA Sports, this is the fastest active NHL team you can build. First line, Johnny Gaudreau, Connor McDavid, and Patrick Kane. Second line, Nikita Kucherov, Nathan MacKinnon, and Steven Stamkos. Third line, Taylor Hall, Dylan Larkin, Evgeny Kuznetsov. And fourth line, Matthew Barzal, Matthew Shane, and Kasperi Kapanen. And on defense, we have Morgan Rielly and Cale Makar on the first line, Adam Fox and Quinn Hughes on the second line, and Samuel Girard, Nam Bokvist on the third line. And obviously, I can't forget about goalies. The fastest goalies in NHL 23 are Shesterkin and Saros. The goal is simple. I want to win 3 Stanley Cups in a row. That is the goal. The team is 98 overall. It shouldn't be a challenge, but I know it is a challenge. Every time I think we have an unstoppable team, we get stopped pretty easily. I mean, I'll settle for 1, but like I said, we want to try and win 3 in a row. We're gonna go until we lose, but the goal is 3. Starting off strong in year number 1, setting a brand new all-time win record with 65 wins and 17 losses, no overtime losses on the whole season. Patrick Kane led the team in points and goals. He had 96 points. McDavid had 88. McKinnon had 85. 80 for Kucherov, 67 for Gaudreau, 59 for Stamkos, 58 for Makar, 49 for Larkin, 46 for Kuznetsov, and rounding out the top 10 is Adam Fox with 45. We had 7 20 goal scorers on the team, 45 for Kane, leading the team, 38 for McDavid, 34 for McKinnon, 31 for Kucherov, 22 for Stamkos, 22 for Hall, 21 for Gaudreau, 17 for Kuznetsov, 14 for Fox, and then Duchesne rounding out the top 10 with 11. Saros with crazy backup stats, a .932 save percentage and a 1.94 goals against average, playing 25 games, winning 20 of them, and Shesterkin winning 45 of his 58 played. 9 shutouts to Saros' 2, a .919 save percentage, and a 2.11 goals against average. No goalie goals, but Saros 2 assists, and Shesterkin also had 1. Patrick Kane ended up being 3rd in the league for points. McDavid had 105, but not our McDavid, the real McDavid. Ovechkin had 101, and for goals was Patrick Kane, but not our Patrick Kane, who led in goals with 49. Matthews tying him, and our Kane was 5th in the league with goals with his 45. Now, I've seen enough sims, maybe not in NHL 23, but in NHL 22, to know that no matter how good your team plays in the regular season, it doesn't mean anything in the playoffs. You can easily get swept by Winnipeg right now, and it wouldn't surprise me. Should be sweeping them realistically, and it's not what happens, but we are up 3-1, so I'm not going to complain. A game at number 5 goes our way, and we move on with a 4-1 series win. We then face Colorado, doing the same thing, simming 4 games. We win, we lose, we win, we win. Back-to-back 3-1 series leads. Are we going to clinch them both times? We are not. A 5-2 loss to Colorado forces a game number 6, but thankfully it is a win. 4-3 in overtime, and we face Edmonton in the conference final. I feel like we have this under control. First 4 games are a win, a loss, a win, a loss. So not as much under control. We're tied at 2-2 and not up 3-1, but we will recover, and we do recover. The 9-3 win. Game number 6 could be the end of the series, and it's exactly what happens as we move on to the Stanley Cup Finals to face the Rangers. First 4 games, 3-2-1, loss, win. Well, that's not how I wanted that to go. Here to find myself in one of those predicaments again, where we're not even going to win the first cup unless we can somehow win 3 games in a row, which I mean, we can. We have the team to do it. Game number 5, a first period, a 2-0 us, and then they tied in the second, because why not? So we have the 3rd period to play. I'm going to start it at 8 times speed. We're going to play it. We're going to hopefully score, because if they score and we don't, we lose. Look at the stats, by the way. 33 shots, 34 shots to 15, 35, 37, 39 to 16. Still no score, by the way. 2 minutes remaining, 45 seconds. We're going to overtime. Outshot them 43-22. And as is tradition, we are watching the overtime. Obviously, CPU versus CPU, we cannot control the outcome. And you'll never guess what happened. Adam Fox with the charging a penalty because he's just too fast. I dig the playoff beard, though. But we cannot afford a charging penalty. Are they at least going to show it? I wasn't even paying attention, honestly. I missed it. Show me. What did you do? Yup, that is charging. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Don't you dare. Lafreniere? I said don't you dare, Lafreniere. That doesn't mean score, and we're out in the Stanley Cup Finals, and I have to watch the Rangers celebrate, which I'm sure a lot of people would love to see. Not me, especially not in this specific moment, because now I don't even know what to do. I think I've decided I'm going to move the team to the East literally just for 1 season so we can at least win a cup, and then I'm over it, because we can't apparently win a cup in the West. This is 2 times in a row. And Jacob Trouba as the captain of the Rangers, taking it off. I mean, we got to win at least 1. If the whole purpose is to, like, win as many in a row, we technically are at 0. I do want to try one more time to see if we can at least win a cup, because this team should be able to win a cup. Do I really have to watch them pick who they're passing the Stanley Cup to? That is the most toxic thing I've ever seen. Who's he giving it to anyway? Kravtsov, interesting. I think I've seen enough of this. I'll see you in the Eastern Conference. I almost forgot playoff points and awards, but I didn't, and that's what matters. 28 for McKinnon led our team. Kucherov had 25, Stamkos had 24, McDavid had 23, 22 for Kane, 20 for Gaudreau, 15 for Makar and Fox, 10 for Kuznetsov. Rounding out our top 10 was Barzal. Forgot we even had, and he had 9 points and 0 goals. Speaking of goals, McKinnon led our team with 12, Kane had 11, 10 for Gaudreau and Kucherov, 9 for McDavid, 6 for Stamkos and Hall, 4 for Hughes and Makar. Kapanen rounding out the top 10 with 3. We stuck with Shesterkin 99% of the games, and he didn't do bad realistically. A 9.03 save percentage at 2.58 goals against average. Definitely not terrible. 3 shutouts on top of that as well. McDavid won the Art Ross. Ovechkin won the Hart Memorial Trophy. James Norris went to Makar. Keep in mind, none of those were our players. It was the ones on the original teams. Patrick Kane did win the Lady Byng for us. Kravtsov won the Calder. Conn Smythe went to Kako, which is kind of funny. Vezina went to Shesterkin. William M. Jennings went to Shesterkin as well. Knizov, or however you pronounce this name, won the Bill Masterson. I should probably learn because he actually wins it a decent amount of times. Bergeron wins the Frank J. Selke. Ovechkin wins the Ted Lindsay. And Matthews wins the Maurice Richard. Give me my dang Stanley Cup. We're moving to the East, and we're getting this done. We finished 63, 12, and 7 on the East side. 133 points, obviously first in the NHL. The closest to us was the Canucks with 107 points. Patrick Kane continues to pop off 50 goals, 47 assists, 97 points to lead the team. 91 points for McDavid, 86 for McKinnon, 82 for Kucherov, 79 for Stamkos, 72 for Gaudreau, and a big drop down to Makar with 57, 44 for Kuznetsov, 42 for Fox, and 38 for Larkin, rounding out the top 10. Kane's 50 obviously had him in first place for goals. The closest was McKinnon with 37, Stamkos at 35, McDavid at 34, Kucherov at 31, and Gaudreau had 21, 20 for Hall, 14 for Kuznetsov and Duchesne, and 13 for Larkin. Looking at goalies, 20 games played for Saros, 19 wins, 1 loss, and it was an overtime or a shootout with 3 shutouts, a 9.27 save percentage, a 1.88 goals against average. And if we look at Shesterkin, 44 wins and 62 games played, a 9.15 save percentage, and a 2.31 goals against average with 7 shutouts. It's redemption arc time. It's time to win our Stanley Cup. We have to face the Buffalo Sabres in the first round. We actually played them as our final game in the regular season, and we won 4-2. Let's just beat them 4 more times. 3-2-1, bang, it's done. It's a win, it's a win, it's a win, it's a win. So that's a sweep of Buffalo. That's a great way to start. Tampa Bay in the second round, simming the first 4 games as that series as well. Also a sweep, looking mighty fine if you ask me. Well, it wouldn't be a redemption arc without facing the team that beat us in the first place, and we're luckily facing the Rangers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's show them who we are. We'll start with the first 3 games this time. We're up 2-1. They do give us our first loss of the playoffs, but that doesn't matter. Game number 4 is also a loss, and that one kind of does matter because now the series is tied at 2. We need to win 2 out of the 3 games to come. We do get it done in game number 5. Let's finish this. Game number 6 ended. Thank you, a 5-1 win. We're moving on this time. I'm kind of expecting a sweep. It's not going to happen at all, though. It's a tie series after 4. Game number 5, please. 1-0 loss. Of course. How is this happening? We cannot choke 2 Stanley Cups in a row. Fine, I'm not even worried. First period, game number 6. We got this on. We do not have this at all. Kopitar, Grunstrom, and Trevor Moore score, and they're doubling our shots. We're just getting outworked completely. And I don't even know what to say. Second period, no score. Hey, this is proved. Some of you may say, of course you're gonna win the Stanley Cup with the fastest team in the NHL. That's 98 overall rated. Of course you're going to. No, you're not. That's not how this game works. You think something's gonna happen. The complete opposite happens 9 times out of 10. That being said, third period, we need 3 goals, or we're throwing or choking back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, depending on how you want to say it. Either way, it sucks, and we're not even scoring once. Never mind 3 times. 9 minutes remaining. 8 minutes. Hey, we got 1. Kapanen out of every player on our team is the one to score as well. He's literally the lowest overall on our team, and he's the only one who could actually do anything. We lose 3-1. No Stanley Cups. I'm out of words, honestly. Final stats: 23 points for Kane to lead the team in points, 21 for McKinnon and Stamkos, 20 for McDavid, 18 for Gaudreau, 17 for Kucherov, 15 for Larkin, 14 for Kuznetsov, 11 for Fox, and Makar with 9 to round out the top 10. And goals is a 3-way tie: Kane, Kucherov, and McDavid and McKinnon, so a 4-way tie. I can't even count. 6 goals for Kuznetsov, Larkin, and Stamkos, 5 for Duchesne, Gaudreau, and then 3 for Girard to round out the top 10. Where did it go wrong? It wasn't Shesterkin's fault. A 9.14 save percentage, a 2.32 goals against average, 1 shutout. Did he even get a point to go with it? He got an assist too. He couldn't really have done anything else. He did what he had to do. With all that being said, can the fastest team in NHL 23 using active players win a Stanley Cup? No, they can't. I was going for 3 in a row. We couldn't even win 1. With that info, what you want. At the end of the day, we tried our best. We got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.